Welcome to Recently Logged, where when we skip a week, we don't know if we're working hard or hardly working.
You made me think of the iron lung joke from SpongeBob.
Wow. Okay. Oh,
that would be pretty good.
Do you guys? That joke was courtesy of Robbie, by the way.
You guys need to go find the Laugh Box episode from SpongeBob.
That episode is whack.
That episode is great.
Whack.
Has one of the best endings.
Whack.
I don't know.
It does have a good ending though.
Wow.
So if you caught the reference of what that joke was jokingness of,
it's literally been around on Facebook for like 40 years, Mike.
And yeah, I know, but listen, and you looked at the title of the video or podcast episode or whatever you're watching this on.
It's a podcast episode.
Yeah, well, on YouTube it's video, and I know
that's literally the only.
I know we have a pretty big audience on YouTube.
Wow. Like 4 people?
No, like we have like 100 views in one of our videos on YouTube. So,
all right. Wow, you really showed me.
We're talking about Pixar's Onward.
Pixar's Onward. Disney Pixar's
Onward. Yeah.
We have 4 views on our last episode.
So nobody watches the what we watched ones. This is just a fact.
Wow, this is pathetic. Okay. Never look at your analytics.
No, really don't. They will depress you.
Yikes.
Anyway, let's do the basic facts of Onward.
Onward.
2020.
PG.
PG.
Yeah, I guess.
102 minutes. It's an animation adventure comedy, apparently.
An animation adventure comedy.
Its cast features Thomathan Holland.
Yikes.
Chris Pratt.
Yikes.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Hey.
Octavia Spencer. Mel Rodriguez, I guess, yeah.
Dude, Rodriguez is one of the most...
Yeah, I realize Rodriguez is an easy last name to pronounce.
Rodriguez.
But I don't want to mispronounce names. And a bunch of other people's names that nobody cares about.
But that's like the main cast, are basically those like 5.
Yeah, see, I thought it was that guy.
Who? Should I know who that is?
That's the guy from NCIS.
NCIS?
Yeah, that new guy who came on. Nick Torres.
Who does he voice?
He voices the guy who knew Ian's dad.
Oh!
I was like, I know his voice.
That makes a lot more sense, actually, because I kept saying, like, this guy's voice sounds real familiar, and then I was like, he probably just has one of those voices.
Probably just has one of those voices. It was directed by Dan Scanlon. Also written by Dan Scalon and Keith Boonen. And
Mike is just not going to be able to...
Jason Headley and yeah, just those 3 people.
Just those 3 people. Wow. Well, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
They wrote a pretty solid movie, I'm not going to lie.
Those were the basic facts.
Well.
Of Onward, we watched this when it came to Disney Plus on the
4th.
Because you were
I didn't want to watch it.
You didn't want to watch it on your birthday.
My birthday. We sat down and watched. We did like a movie marathon, and we watched some great movies, which we're going to talk about later.
We did watch some great movies. I actually wouldn't mind doing the one on the podcast at some time.
Oh yes, that would be good. But I didn't really want to watch Onward on my birthday because there was other stuff I wanted to watch.
I'd rather watch Abominable.
Okay, but I wasn't. No, that is not what I said. The opposite of what I said. What was I saying?
You said you wasn't. You weren't.
Right. I wasn't very excited for Onward. Like from the moment I heard about it, I wasn't very excited for it.
Well,
I had very low expectations.
I had Pixar expectations.
Like abysmally low expectations.
It's Pixar. I'm a big Pixar fan, and I had Pixar expectations.
And plus, it was Tom Holland, which I didn't really like all that much, and
Chris Pratt, I don't know why he hates Tom Holland.
Which I kind of figured would give kind of a generic voice actor kind of performance.
So Chris Pratt as a person, he's great.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Chris Pratt acting like live action acting, mediocre. He does a good job in some things. Like in the Guardians, the Guardians stuff, he does a really good job with.
The Guardians of the Galaxy movies are great.
Voice acting? No.
He was perfect for Emmett just because he's supposed to have a generic voice.
Yeah, Emmett was
Chris Pratt gives a generic performance.
Yeah, Emmett's probably the best role for Chris Pratt voice acting.
He kind of does the same exact thing with this, and it needs a little more personality. But that's another story.
Another story for another time.
What was I saying? We haven't even done our basic thoughts yet.
Yeah.
All right, well, do you want to start?
Let's do this. Yeah, I'll start.
Don't cover up your mouth when you're podcasting, Micah.
So I rated this 3 stars both times I watched it. I gave it a little like...
Little orange heart on Letterboxd.
Let me just get this right out of the way. It was disappointing for a Pixar movie for me.
See, after... Let me think to their recent releases. That would be Cars 3 and...
Yeah, but those were all sequels.
Yeah, in recent memory, Pixar, their newer stuff I hadn't liked. But
you don't
very
like
much.
Coco for some reason. Coco is one of their best darn movies.
Coco is pretty good, but I just don't enjoy watching it very much. It has some good music, though, and some great animation.
It's one of their best movies. Anyway, it's kind of disappointing for a Pixar movie. I still like it, but it's not something that I'd buy or watch a bunch.
I'd probably buy it.
I don't know. It's just not... I'm not a fan of it. I think because it's so similar to certain things that I really do like.
It's like trying a diet version of a soda you really like, kind of thing. And you're just like, this is kind of like what I like, but it's just wrong somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not really my thing. It's still good. I still enjoy it. But yeah, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't probably watch it again for a long time at any rate.
Dang, bro. Really had to do it to him.
We got okay, so here we have some good darn
Monsters
Pixar releases.
Incorporated,
Coco,
baby.
Cars, Monsters Inc., WALL-E, Up, Ratatouille,
yes, Micah.
Inside Out,
yes,
Finding
Micah.
Nemo, Toy Story, The Incredibles. Sorry, The Incredibles would have been higher. I'm just going down a list. Ratatouille and Incredibles are my 2 favorite Pixar movies. So.
Don't you dare say Monsters University.
Monsters University is such a joke, though. And I love it.
Yikes.
Okay. But yeah, those are my basic thoughts.
Okay. Like I said, I had really low expectations going into this, and I really enjoyed it, and I really liked it. And I do think a lot of the plot points are just they just feel kind of like they're there a lot of the time. Like, oh, this is the time for this to happen kind of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of the emotional beats especially.
Yeah.
But I think overall, a lot of the emotional core of the movie is still really strong.
That's probably their best.
I was about to say the strongest element of this movie is probably the relationship between the 2 brothers.
Yeah.
And I really like the adventure-y feel to it. I like adventure movies.
Yeah, so do I. Movies are some.
I was also cautious of this movie because I'm not a big fantasy guy. For anyone who knows me, really. I don't really like fantasy that much. I suffered through the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Listen, those you can't.
I suffered for cinema. They're good movies. They're good movies, but I did not like.
I will admit.
I don't like fantasy settings, man.
I will admit, for anybody who's like, oh, I have to watch the Lord of the Rings to enjoy cinema or something. I don't know. The Lord of the Rings are really, really good movies. They are not.
Dang, man.
For
Fellowship
everyone.
of the Ring. Fellowship of the Ring is fantastic.
They are long. There's a lot of talking. And there's a lot of really long, drawn-out giant fights.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
Return of the King is still my least favorite.
Return of the King is my favorite, but it is 3.5 hours.
Why did I sit through that whole movie? Why?
But anyway, Onward.
But yeah, no, I think I've said my big problems with it. It's a lot of the emotional beats and plot beats don't hit as well as they should. And I don't know, a lot of the first act setup stuff is either boring or just not effective most of the time.
I've got a lot of problem with actually the world as the world as a whole, but
and
the
I
world
was
building.
I meant to lower my rating this last time, but I forgot to. I was going to lower it to a 3.5 because I did give it 4 the first time. Wow. Micah just showed me a hilarious Letterboxd review for this.
Hilarious.
Dude, go follow us on Letterboxd if you want to keep up with what we're watching.
What am I on Letterboxd? I'm Micah on Letterboxd. Actually, games_things, but I'll pop up as Micah.
If you just search Robbie Grayway, I'll come up. I think I'm the only thing that'll come up.
Wait, don't you have credits in some of my short films?
I think I'm credited as Robert Grayway. Because whenever I'm crediting myself in something, I'll use my actual name. Do you forget that that's not my actual name?
Sometimes.
Sometimes I forget too. I'm like, wait, my name's actually Robert. What kind of a guy am I? Do I really want to be the Robert of a group?
Yeah, no, you're the only thing that pops up.
Yeah, just go to Letterboxd users and search for Robbie Grayway and you'll find me.
Yeah, I think that's a good basic thoughts, though. We both.
Yeah, I've covered my main problems with it, and I covered what I liked about it.
Right.
I liked the adventure-y feel, the pacing. I liked the pacing, you know? But like I said, some of the beats just don't hit as well as they should.
I think the pacing would be fine if the writing was good.
Dang, bro. Wow.
No, the writing's fine.
I thought it was pretty good.
I don't know. I have a lot of qualms with this movie, and I wish I didn't.
I expected you to love this movie. Like, just watching the trailer, I was like, this looks like something Micah would really like. It looked like something that I
would really like.
And then I was like, I didn't expect... It kind of turned out the opposite of how I expected it to. I expected to give this, maybe 3 stars or something. Or maybe 2.5, because I was just expecting not to like it. So maybe I like it a little more just because I was like, wow, that was better than I thought it would be.
All right, let's go into questions. I have a question for you.
Okay. Hit me with it, Mike.
What do you think of Tom Holland's performance?
He does a good job. I don't know. I don't really have a problem with his performance. I don't usually... Tom Holland's voice normally would irritate me. I don't know. Maybe it's just... I don't know why. I don't know why he irritates me so much. I don't know why
Tom Holland irritates you, man.
I don't know.
I'm not a huge Tom Holland fan, but I like him in almost everything I've seen him in.
Yeah, in the Spider-Man movies, he annoys me to no end. But in this, I thought...
his character can be kind of annoying in Spider-Man.
Don't remind me, please.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe I own Homecoming.
Homecoming's so good.
It's the better of the MCU Spider-Man movies.
You're still the only person I know who just doesn't like Homecoming. But even if I know several people who don't like Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home.
But you are the only person I know who doesn't like Homecoming.
Homecoming, yeah. I don't know. I'll probably watch it every once in a while, but honestly, I'd turn on any of the Raimi movies any day, before I turn on that. If I'm rewatching the MCU, I'm going to be like, oh, look, it's Homecoming. Haha.
Anyway.
But yeah, I thought he gave a good performance. He was probably the strongest one in the movie.
No, I would agree. I would say that he was probably the best voice acting character in the movie.
Yeah.
Just the strongest overall voice.
And his voice didn't irritate me this time. I don't know.
One thing that always, I don't know why it bothers me, but it does, and this has nothing to do with the movie. But Tom Holland, and I know actually some people don't know this, and it's crazy to me, but Micah, Tom Holland is British.
Micah's revealing all.
No, everybody most people know that Tom Holland is British because he is British, but
because he is
almost every movie
everyone knows he's British because he is.
Almost every movie he does anymore, he does an English accent, and it bothers me.
Don't you mean American accent?
An American accent.
I was about to say English would imply
English is British.
The confusing history of our language.
Yeah. An American accent, and it bothers me to no end. I'm like, oh, I wish he was British.
You would just wanted him to be British?
Because Tom Holland's British.
Yeah, I want to see him in something where he actually does his regular voice.
Right?
Maybe that's what irritates me in the Spider-Man movies.
Lost City of Zed, he uses his accent.
What do you mean, his British one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
It takes place in Europe.
Well, I know that. I just forgot that, he doesn't do an American voice in it. Maybe I need to watch it again.
Well,
you know what? Any day is a good day to rewatch Lost City of Z.
Dang, that's such a good movie. Like, I was just sitting there one day and was like, let's turn on this movie. And then I was like, dang, that's such a good movie.
Dang, that's such a good movie. Wow.
I love that movie, man. I don't know why, man.
Wow. So what were you saying? Did you have anything to add to
no, that was
you just wanted to ask what I thought?
Yeah, because you're not a fan of Tom
Holland.
Holland.
Just because I don't like Tom Holland. Doesn't mean I can't admit when he gives a good performance.
Do you have a question for me?
I do have a question for you.
Whoa.
Do you think this movie had to be set in the fantasy modern setting that it's set in? Because I think it does.
Fantasy modern?
Well, not necessarily. Well, actually, yeah. I would say thematically it does need to be set exactly where it's set in, which is why I didn't have a problem
I would actually say it does need to be set where it is, because for all of the plot points to work, it needs to be what it is.
Which is why I'm like, I don't have a problem with it, because I thought it was going to be super gimmicky. But
I just
the story that they wanted to tell,
executed it better.
The story that they wanted to tell, they could have set up something different to bring the dad back.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. They could have set up something different and made it like sci-fi or something.
Trailer. Yeah, sci-fi is the only other thing you could have done with this.
But you need something supernatural-esque, and I'm glad it's this. It feels very genuine to the themes of the story.
This would work a lot better than a sci-fi. A sci-fi would be whack with this.
I'm just imagining like some weird Amazon Prime like sci-fi movie that's live action with this premise.
They just rip off Onward but make it sci-fi and live action. And I'd watch that.
That would be so bad. Oh my gosh.
Like do like the amount of camp of something like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Wow. If you get the puppets of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, nice I'll watch it any day.
Didn't Jim Henson help those puppets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look great, man.
That's why they were so good.
I love that. I love those puppets, man. That's nice, like if that movie didn't have its puppets, I would literally probably just not like it at all.
But yeah, no, I would say that it does need to have this environment for the specific story that they were telling.
And how did you feel about the environment, Micah? How did it make you feel?
I didn't like it though.
Oh. See, I really thought it was cool. I liked it.
See, I like it. I like the idea.
You like the concept.
And like
Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
You like the idea of it.
And like I haven't seen Bright because, it's
because it's bad. No. Wow.
Well, yeah, but also it's not clean, so I'm not gonna go watch it.
I'm not gonna go watch it.
But it uses a similar concept. It's a modern setting, but with fantasy-esque creatures.
It's like Zootopia and Onward merged together.
Yeah. But
just thinking about. Wow, that's pretty good,
I watched Lindsay Ellis's video on it.
Wow. So I guess you know the facts now, Micah.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But from her video, the world building seems even more sloppy.
What?
And I don't...
Hold on.
No, more sloppy and bright.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how you pull that off because I feel like the world building in this is...
It's a little just low effort, definitely. There's not much to it.
I feel like I don't know.
They just establish what they need to use for the plot, and that's
the world, though, just really bothered me. Like almost like the camera, I guess, the fake
quote
camera,
unquote camera.
It felt so like it was just trying to show off the environment and be like, look at this, look at this.
For which part?
Just like the whole movie.
Really?
I don't know. I just felt like, I felt like the world was kind of. Disingenuine just because it was all just like, oh, yep.
Kind of like Monsters Inc. a little bit in their opening scenes where it's like, oh look, it's like the normal world but with monsters.
like the Monsters Inc. opening stuff, showing the world off almost. And
see, I didn't get that feeling with this.
And I think Monsters Inc. does it better, and they set up everything better with their showing off of everything. But I feel like they set up everything they need to in that opening montage.
The montage is so heavy-handed in this movie, like setting everything up. It's just like, here it is, and it's not a very interesting way to open your movie.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
With the world and the setup, which kind of made me sad.
You said it was show offish?
I don't know why, but I kind of got that feeling from the fake camera movement.
Interesting. Because I only got that feeling like every once in a while when it would like pull up to a certain thing that's like, oh look, we have those, and then it'll be like, oh, there's a fantasy character.
Yeah, you know what fantasy character I hate more than anything in this stupid movie?
The pixies.
The stupid pixies. Are just all pixies like this? What the heck is wrong with the pixies?
I don't know what they were going for.
It's like they were going for
like hardcore, like funny, but it just comes off as like
so
weird,
annoying and weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate them so much.
Like it could have been funny, but it just takes it to such an extreme that it just becomes like annoying.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, what is happening? What?
And like they didn't even go for like take fantasy example, Reepicheep. In Narnia, he's like, oh, I'm small, so I have to be very assertive to where people don't...
Very assertive.
To where people don't, use my small size against me. And
is that what he said, Micah? Very assertive.
And sometimes that can be a character flaw for Reepicheep, but sometimes it can become in handy. It's like a good character...
For those who don't know, this is a Narnia thing.
It's like a good character.
Chronicles of Narnia.
And these
for any
pixies were like that, but awful.
Yeah, it's like if it's taking that like premise, but like doing it bad. That's actually probably my least favorite part of the movie. Is the scene?
I hate that so much.
The chase scene is really good, but
the characters,
the pixies are just probably the part that like irritates me the most in this movie.
No, it's probably my least favorite part in the entire movie.
Because the first joke they do with them, I actually like the first time I saw it, and then once they actually go into the gas station, I was like, okay, this needs to stop.
What are you looking at? Shades.
Okay, that one's pretty good.
The thing where the head flops, that was a funny joke, but it had nothing to do with the pixies. But they just stole it
from Ratatouille.
Right? And it was stolen from Ratatouille.
Micah's like, everything good about this movie they stole from Ratatouille.
Exactly. Everything good was stolen.
Everything good from any movie was stolen from Ratatouille.
Either Ratatouille or The Incredibles. Everything is stolen from those two movies.
Brad Bird invented cinema, and everyone else is just trying to catch up.
No, Brad Bird did invent cinema. Are we even joking about this?
Maybe. We don't even know anymore.
Oh, how could Brad Bird direct Incredibles 2? How? It was so bad. Oh, but that's a side note. Anyway, moving on. Questions. What'd you think of the Manticore side plot?
Once again, there's a good reason I lowered this a half star since I first watched it. It's a good idea, but the Manticore just seems so off the handle, like weird and bizarre, like not in like concept, but like in the way she acts. Yeah, it's so weird and polarizing that I don't like watching it.
So yeah, I think it was another thing, but like the Pixies or Fairies or whatever, where they were going for a joke,
which it could have been funny. Once again, that was a good idea, like an overstressed, like mythical monster who has to run a business.
She was running a business.
It's a funny idea.
She doesn't do the adventure stuff anymore. But then that was all good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
All in the tavern.
The tavern until
once she burns the whole freaking place down. And
it's just kind of weird.
I don't think they had any good ideas for her character.
You know what it feels like? It feels like they just kind of make her act however the plot needs her to act.
She's so sporadic.
like whenever they need something to happen, like they're just like, she's gonna do this now. Okay, let's go.
Like one thing that annoyed me to no end, for some reason, like it's not even that big of a deal, but when they get the sword, the curse breaker sword, they go to the pawn shop, and then she's like it's one of a kind, I'll never part with it. And then obviously the pawn shop owner is like, okay, I'm gonna
that was pretty good.
I'm gonna take the price up to 10,000, and they were like, what, you can't do that. And then instead of like doing like something that makes sense, she paralyzes the stupid
temporarily,
character.
Micah. Temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily, whatever. She stabs her. Assault.
Temporarily, my foot. Assault, yes.
And I'm just like, wow, is this really the only way you could with this like this is what I was thinking of. I was like, did they just write this because they thought it was funny, or could they not think of any good ideas for the sword?
Yeah, I was about to say the whole side plot just kind of feels like an unfinished thing in the script, I will say. It feels like they were like, oh, we're going to have them go get the sword. They're going to find it at a pawn shop or something. I don't know.
See, that was my thing with this movie. It was something that could have been something that I really liked, because I'm really a fan of adventure movies and fantasy and stuff like that. But they execute it so poorly, and not overall. Like, you can watch this movie and you can really enjoy it.
I like it.
And it's fun.
I really like it.
I like it. But they execute all of the, like, just side elements, and just everything's so choppy. When you're making a good fantasy or adventure movie, specifically fantasy, because fantasy is judged more so than most things because it's so whack.
Wow.
It needs to be tight. Like,
Yes.
it needs to have, like, it needs to come together more so than I think most just movies.
Yeah, stuff set in the modern day you can get away with a lot because you don't have to establish anything. But most genre movies, at least like sci-fi and fantasy and stuff with unique settings, needs a lot of setting up.
And I feel like the script and everything just wasn't tight. Like, I still
No, it
enjoy the
wasn't.
movie.
It wasn't.
But, like, the Manticore, the
Oof.
fairies, I was actually going to ask you afterwards what you thought of the character of the mom.
The mom, she was fine. You know, like,
The mom was interesting.
Yeah.
Because
It was.
I don't know.
She was a bit weird.
she
I don't
annoyed
know.
me at first. Like,
Really?
immediately. The stupid
Well,
stupid Zumba or dance thingamabob, whatever, that annoyed me.
Yeah,
to no
that was
end.
kind of a cringy joke, but you know, it was fine.
And-
I can forgive one bad
And I feel
joke.
like they did like typical. I feel like it was so like typical Pixar, like extremely typical Pixar. Like, this was the moment I was like, wow, this is a Pixar movie. When they
Not in a good way.
Yeah, not in a good way. when like it was 2 seconds of her doing the dance thing and like the I'm a mighty warrior thing, and then
And then they brought it
and
back.
then during the final fight, she's doing and it's you can hardly even tell, but she's doing the skip back and
That was
forwards,
so funny.
And she's
I
like,
don't-
I'm a mighty warrior. I hated
I thought that was funny.
I hated
You know,
that.
it was kind of once again like a lot of whenever they tried to pull off a joke with her, it was always kind of cringy. But I think it was partially on purpose, partially not. Probably a lot of the time. But the final fight, I chuckled a little bit.
But I think other than that, she's a fine character.
Yeah.
But see, the problem I have with a lot of the characters is I think the only two real characters are the two brothers.
Oh yeah,
The other ones are just kind of flat.
they're just kind of there for the story to happen.
Yeah, so you got like the good relationship and the good characters, like, because you couldn't pull off a good relationship if you had flat characters.
What if we do a Flat Stanley movie, Micah, and it's the most layered character ever?
Oh my gosh.
Put me in the Criterion Collection.
Wow, okay.
Isn't there a Flat Stanley movie?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking this
No,
up.
there is.
I want to find it. Here,
And-
keep talking.
Yeah, but you have these characters that I think are really like good characters. I love the two brothers. As goofy as Chris Pratt's performance is, I love the two brothers and their relationship. They carried
It's
this
pretty
movie
good,
for
yeah.
me. Like, yeah, and then just looking at that and looking at the scenes with just them and their dad are darn good. I love most of those scenes when it's just the three of them. But the scenes with literally anybody else, I'm just kind of like...
Wow. Okay, I found it on IMDb. Apparently, it's a student film based
really?
off
I
of
thought
Flat
there
Stanley.
was- I
There's
thought
not
there
an
was a
official.
full-
There's not like a full on.
Oh,
like,
wait, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm
What?
thinking of like Phantom Boy or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, that does have a movie. But yeah, no, Flat Stanley doesn't have an official movie yet. That's what I should do. It's
There
my
you go.
debut film.
Make your debut film. I at least have made some short films.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. You should tell them where you can go watch your work, Micah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not saying my short films are good. I'm just saying I made a couple of short films.
Wow.
You can find a couple of them on YouTube at M. Grayway Films.
Couple of them?
Yeah.
Don't you mean all of them?
No.
What?
I made greener grass. I mean, not greener grass. Wow.
You made greener grass?
Why did I say greener grass? I made reduce reuse.
It's on there.
No.
Oh.
I made it private.
What? Why?
Because it was getting so many freaking views and it's not good.
It is. It's good.
And I have a short film that's unreleased that I filmed by myself that I think is actually okay. But the camera work is so awful because it was just me.
Wow.
Like, the camera work is absolute trash.
Oh, yeah, guys, go watch the video essay that I helped edit. Or actually, that I edited.
La La Land and
Didn't
Its
help.
Perfect Balance, a video essay on my channel. Robbie loves it.
Yeah,
Fully endorses
because I
it.
made it. Well, I don't
subscribe to my channel.
endorse the content of the video, but
What do you mean?
it's pretty good editing.
Oh, so you don't like my conclusion on La La Land?
No. I mean, yeah, I get your point, but yikes.
Wow, okay. That's fine. That's fair, though.
Okay.
It's kind of an abstract look at the movie.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Okay, wow, no.
But that's just what I think of the movie.
All right. What were we saying?
Onward. You were supposed to ask a question. I think.
What did you think? I think personally that this is the only non-cringy like stuffed mascot for a restaurant in a movie.
I actually found him funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
I liked him.
The moment he popped up on the screen, I was like, "Oh no, this is gonna suck."
Like, I thought they were about to overuse him in a bad way, but no, I think he was there.
But no,
I
he
think
is tastefully sprinkled in.
Okay, I'm gonna rank the characters. I'm gonna go Ian, Barley, the dad,
Whoa.
and then the mascot.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Blazy.
Oh, wow. So Blazy's just kind of He makes it feel like more of a home. Imagine how dead the scenes would feel in the home without
Yeah, yikes. See, that one thing I really loved were some of those first scenes in the home where Ian just kept on trying to eat.
That was a
eat.
funny joke. I kid you not.
I enjoyed that. I was like, wow, this is clever writing. I like this.
Hey.
Yikes.
Wow. And then it just all went downhill from
And
there.
then you're
Micah.
like, wait a minute, what does this joke mean thematically?
But what does this mean thematically? Actually, it does mean something.
Yeah, it does mean something
Whoa.
thematically. Whoa.
But
then he doesn't go eat food later in the movie, which I was like, what? He doesn't actually go home
I know.
and eat food.
No
and
wonder
pull off
he's like a nervous wreck, all sweaty and stuff.
No, what I'm saying is, like, it's symbolized. It's
symbolized.
No,
what does the toast
food
symbolize?
The food, has a meaning thematically, but once he grows as a character, he doesn't go back and like get some food and he doesn't go get shawarma.
It's not like the Avengers, Micah.
It's not like the Avengers.
Okay. Got it. I'll write that down in my letterbox review.
Okay.
Wow. So
honestly, that's about it that I have to say. I still think it's a fun
time
movie, and I enjoy it. And I think, like I said, the two brothers.
I did actually have something else.
Ooh, okay, go on.
What did you think of all the D&D stuff and the Indiana Jones references? The many, many, many Indiana Jones references.
I think references can be fine.
Yeah, I thought they worked well in it.
I think that
the Indiana Jones
D&D
ones.
stuff worked well.
Yeah, the D&D, yeah.
It worked as a solid plot point, so it wasn't just in there to be in there. He didn't just, like, Barley didn't just play D&D.
That would be kind of dumb.
He just played D&D.
Just have it in there for the sake of it being there.
Yeah, just have, like, all of that D&D stuff there, and just don't touch my quest.
Yikes, bro.
Yikes.
Is that your ultimate Chris Pratt impression?
No, that was an awful Chris Pratt impression. But I think the Indiana Jones stuff, it's not too much Indiana Jones stuff, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Specifically during the
final stuff.
The
final
Ravens
gauntlet.
Point stuff. Yeah, the gauntlet was all pretty much just in.
It was all Indiana Jones.
Yikes. But yeah, no, it was fine. I didn't think it took away from the movie at all.
Okay, good. That's why I was wondering. Because I don't know, you're weird about this movie.
What do you mean I'm weird about this movie?
I'm just like, wow, I liked that. And you're like, I hated it.
I hated it. No, I don't hate this movie. I really don't.
All right.
I enjoy it.
Right.
I wasn't sad to watch it again. I just don't think I would purposefully be like, hey, let's watch Onward.
I think I'm gonna buy this one. You know, it's one of the more that's of Pixar's movies. I don't usually get very emotional with Pixar.
See, I think Pixar always pulls off, well, most of the time, not with their sequel movies.
This is actually one of the most emotional movies from them for me, anyway. Yeah, but I don't know. That's just me.
I think most of Pixar's movies pull off the emotion of pretty well.
See, I never get in my feelings with the Incredibles or Ratatouille.
And Incredibles, no.
Yeah.
No offense, Brad.
Not even WALL-E all that much.
I think WALL-E's got. You know what I just realized? I really realized with the Karsten video I watched, because he really does it. People put a lot of emphasis on the E.
WALL-E.
They're like Wall-E.
Or not WALL-E.
Not Wall-E, like I say it. They're like Wall-E.
Do I do that, Micah?
You just did it. You were like Wall-E.
I just did it? Oh.
You put a lot of emphasis on
that's because that's the name of the movie. It's not, his name's not Wall-E. His name is Wall-E.
It's Wall-E. Coco is pretty emotional.
Dang.
Up's pretty emotional. Toy Story.
But yeah, like I'm saying, this is one of the more emotional movies for me.
The good
Wait, hold
dinosaurs.
Hold on. Is this your Pixar ranked list?
What? No, I don't
What
want to
is
talk about
Finding Nemo doing all the way down there under Cars 2?
I don't want to talk about it.
Finding Nemo.
Listen, I haven't watched Cars 2 in 10 years.
Okay, what is...
And I really enjoyed it when I did.
What is Cars doing down there next to Incredibles 2?
Stop looking at my list.
Okay, hold on.
Really, the only thing canon of my list is
the top 10?
Top 10. That's the only thing canon in my Pixar ranked
Oh my
list.
gosh, this is an awful list. What is happening?
Literally just maybe the top 12. Top 12
What
is
is
canon.
Brave doing up there?
I really like Brave.
Okay. If
yeah,
you say so.
Canon is top 10.
All right. Well, if you do follow him on Letterboxd, unfollow him because look at that Pixar list.
No, I don't keep up with my lists. Okay, anyway.
Is this your favorite movie of 2020, Micah?
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately.
Wait, did I put it higher than... I don't know, I might take it lower than...
Stargirl?
No, not Stargirl.
The
Pale Horse.
Pale Horse.
The Pale Horse was fine.
Okay.
I thought it was good. I don't know. I've watched 3 2020 movies. It's kind of depressing.
I've only watched 2.
It's kind of depressing.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we've kind of said everything.
Yeah, I think, like I said...
There's not too much to dissect here.
Like I was going to go into saying, until you were like, oh, I have something else to say. I was going to say that...
Is that what it sounded
I still think this is really enjoyable, and I still think the characters, the 2 lead characters...
You guys should go watch it.
...are great.
Yeah.
Go watch it if you have time. Form your own opinions. I only know a couple people who agree with me about this movie.
A lot, 5 or so of the people I follow on Letterboxd gave it a 2 or 3. So.
And I mean, yeah, it's fine. I think it's kind of sloppy, and for being what it is, I don't like it as much as I wish I could.
Wow. Well, there you go.
There you go. Do you have any closing thoughts, Ruby?
Not really. This is probably one of my favorite of the newer Pixar movies, but it's not favorite Pixar overall. There's a lot better. There's a lot of better movies. Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh. I don't like Ratatouille or The Incredibles that much. That they would be favorite movie contenders.
One of them is in there.
Wow. But yeah, no, I like it. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
It's good times.
All right. Do we want to go into our what we watched for practically the entire latter half of March?
Yeah, because we skipped... we're not only releasing this 1 or 2 days late, we also skipped last week. So
yeah.
That was fun.
It's been an interesting time.
Yeah. Let me pull up my diary real quick.
On the 25th, we're going all the way back to March 25th.
Oh my gosh. Wow, it was a while ago. Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, I've logged so much more than you.
All right, wow, I've watched some great stuff.
We're going to start with Howl's Moving Castle, which we watched for the first time on the 25th.
Studio Ghibli.
I gave this 4 stars and a like.
I gave it 3.5 and a like. It's a good time.
This is probably one of my favorite Ghibli movies.
I rated it the same as Onward, Mike.
I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was better than Onward. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And man...
Is Calcifer your favorite, Micah?
No, Turnip Head, best character.
Wow. Okay.
Calcifer's pretty good.
Calcifer is probably one of my favorite Ghibli side characters now.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll say it. I'm not scared.
Turnip Head's probably the best Ghibli character.
Wow.
But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
I want to watch it.
It's not definitely my least favorite Ghibli movie.
I love how I'm like, it's one of my most favorite Ghibli movies. Definitely my least favorite.
No,
Ghibli?
it's my least favorite. This one seems the most unfocused and un-Ghibli.
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery Service is weird, yes, but I don't think it's a lot more thematically coherent than this thing is.
I don't know about that. Anyway, because we've got a lot to cover, we're going to move kind of fast.
Yeah.
Then on the
26th.
I watched The Martian on the 25th.
Oh, okay. You watched it without me.
4.5 stars.
In your face, Neil Armstrong.
I really like The Martian. It's goofy, but purposefully goofy.
It's weird, man.
I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I've seen it like 5 times probably at this point.
I don't know why you like that movie so much.
It's the only Ridley Scott movie I've seen, but I really like it.
Wow.
And yeah, I like Matt Damon.
Nice.
Then on the 26th,
we watched Zootopia, baby. Everyone's favorite bunny police officer biopic.
Yes. That's accurate.
That is accurate. Wow.
No, I'm a pretty big fan of Zootopia. I gave it 4 stars.
I actually liked it better than I remember liking it. I didn't like this when I first saw it.
What?
Yeah, no, I did not. I actively disliked it when I first watched it. This
has always been one of my favorite of the newer Disney animation movies.
And I would definitely agree now. I really liked this. It's a good time.
Yeah, Nick Wilde is still an awesome character.
Good times, good script, good characters.
It was really funny though, because one of the YouTube channels I watch made a full-length fan-made sequel to this movie, and I forgot that he didn't actually voice Nick. So when we went into this movie, I was like, oh wait, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not him.
Wow. Good job, Micah.
Yeah.
And then we watched a bunch of weird animated movies.
I watched 2 other things that day.
Wow, okay.
I watched Date Night, a short film of 2020.
Which I really want to see.
4 stars and a like. I thought it was pretty darn good. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about it.
High Tops films are always good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a nice subverting of the good old expectations.
Wow.
And it had a darn good song.
A darn good song? Did it have an original soundtrack?
It was a 40s song.
How long is it? Is it just as long as the song?
I don't know. It's like 6 minutes, so okay. No.
No. All right.
Then also on the 26th, I watched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, which I gave 3.5 stars and a like. But I'm going to talk more about that later because we rewatched it a couple days later.
So good, man.
And then on the 27th, Robbie, what did we watch?
Funny thing about that, we watched The Boss Baby.
Yeah, baby. I rated this 1.5 star.
I'll say it. It's a fun time. It's 2. I give it a 2.5.
I love this movie. I've seen it way too many times. It's trash.
I don't even think it's that bad. Watching it again, I'm like, this thing has a really great pacing, really good momentum, scene to scene. It just has a really crappy writing a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, it's not great, but I don't know why I like it so much.
It's a fun movie. I'll probably watch it again.
I like laughing at it.
It's a fun movie to laugh at.
But also we need to get this trending. All you recently logged listeners, go tweet at Jacob, 7 of them. Go tweet at Jacob Suggs and just tweet # release the Suggs cut.
Release the Suggs cut.
Of
Boss Baby.
Of Boss Baby.
Wow.
So
okay.
Yeah, do that. # release the Suggs cut.
All right.
Yeah.
Then what did we watch after that, Micah?
On the 28th, I watched High Top's The Scarecrow.
Dude, was this first time, Micah?
It was first time.
First time.
I also gave it 4 stars,
Yeah.
but I did like Date Night a little bit more.
Aw.
But they're both good.
Okay.
I think the lowest point of both of them is probably acting, but you see it more so in not in Date Night, in The Scarecrow, because there's
Do you
more.
not like Natalie, Micah?
I mean, I don't not like her. It's just she's not the greatest actor.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's
Fair
just
enough.
there's more of a chance for the acting to not be good in this because
It's
there's
longer.
It's longer
And more, I'm assuming more, like, range is required.
Yeah,
for-
because like Date Night is kind of like a fever dream, kind of not much talking, not much anything.
It's like a Terrence Malick movie. No, it's-
Yeah, something like that.
What? Yeah, Date Night. It was like a Terrence Malick movie.
Then on the 29th, Robbie, what did we watch?
We watched the greatest animated movie ever made, probably.
I mean, I don't know about
The
that.
SpongeBob SquarePants
And
movie.
the reason
guys.
we watched it is our sister was in town.
And she had never seen
and
it.
She had never seen it.
She had never seen it.
So, yeah, I gave it 3.5. I think this is a hilarious movie.
4 stars, baby.
Definitely better than the sequel.
That sequel was a joke. What even?
I
was-
want to watch. Okay,
It wasn't even a funny
I
joke,
want
but it
to
was a
watch
joke.
it again after I've watched this movie and more of like SpongeBob.
Yeah,
and
now you've seen like
I'm
at
more
least like
familiar
4
with the
seasons of
characters,
SpongeBob.
yeah.
So now you're at least you know what everything is. When we first saw it, we had no
Yeah,
clue
we
what
watched
SpongeBob
we
was.
watched Sponge Out of Water. This is gonna sound awful.
We had never
we
seen
watched
SpongeBob.
Sponge Out of Water before we had watched any other SpongeBob
Anything.
material.
Literally, I had watched nothing SpongeBob before that movie, and I was like, "What the heck is this? This is crap. Why would I want to watch this?" And then I watched season 1, and I was like, "Okay, this is pretty good."
And then season 2 was even better. And
Well,
then season 3 is
I don't know about
darn
that.
good. And
Season
then
2 is
season 4
really
was
great.
fine. And then season 5 was meh.
And it's just gone downhill since.
Okay.
Okay,
anyway.
well, actually, Soraya said that it picks back up because Steven Hillenburg came back for a couple seasons, like later
Oh,
on.
really?
I had no clue, and then apparently after he died, it drops back off again.
Yeah, we don't have access to.
Yeah, we watch
the rest
it.
of
We
them.
watch it all on Prime.
on Amazon Prime.
So as they release new seasons, which it seems like every time a new season comes out, they'll release one other older one.
yeah.
It seems to be how it's going. But,
Then on
yeah.
the 30th,
the 30th, we watched.
Hold on. I
What?
started.
Oh.
I started a challenge that I was challenged to
Oh, no.
challenge.
Did you?
And
Well,
the challenge was choose a movie, like preferably one of your favorite movies, and
no,
watch
just
it.
choose your least favorite movie of
And
all time.
because of quarantine was the only reason I did this because I had a bunch of time. It's watch it every day for a week.
Yikes.
I chose Knives Out, so I'm not gonna.
I
say
mean,
too
not
much
a bad
about it.
choice.
I gave it 5 stars every time. I think this is one of my favorite movies.
I don't know about
moved it
5
up. I moved it up to second in my top 4 favorite on Letterboxd.
I don't know about 5 stars.
Um,
that's a little. I don't know. Maybe
Robbie,
that's just me.
Robbie, this movie, especially after watching it like
It's
11,
freaking great.
after watching it 11 times overall, it's amazing.
It is really good.
So I gave it 5 stars every time. It's a darn good movie. If you want to hear our more initial thoughts of it, you can go listen to our episode about it.
Wow. Is this your more matured thoughts of it, Mike?
Yes.
Very mature.
But anyway, on the 30th,
Wow.
what did we watch?
All right. We watched
Wait, hold on. I watched Knives Out. Then we watched...
one of the greatest animated movies of all time. Probably the greatest animated movie of all time.
Oh, wait, no.
Shrek, baby.
The 30th was... Wait, that's supposed to be for the 29th. I watched it. I logged it too late.
We watched Shrek, Micah.
Okay, we watched Shrek. Yes.
Yes.
I gave it 3.5. I actually also think this was on the
It's
night of
so
the 29th, if
good.
I remember correctly.
So good.
Was it not? Did we not watch this
Yeah, no,
late?
it was.
Yeah.
We watched it so late. It was like 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
when
it
we
was
were
like
done.
2 in the morning, but it was worth it.
It was worth
funny.
every second. This is such a good movie, man. I don't know. Anyone who says they dislike this movie or that it's bad, they're wrong.
There's some things they don't like about it.
Yeah, no, there's
but
some rough parts, but I think
But it's
honestly,
funny.
it deserved
It's
best
classic.
animated picture. It deserved it.
It definitely changed the animated movie world a lot. And
It's very-
I'm not
yeah.
quite sure for the better.
It's significant in a lot of ways to like animated film history, but
I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure for the better.
It's so funny.
It is funny.
It's one of the funniest animated movies I've seen, and I really love it. You know, I hadn't seen it until I was what 16?
I don't know.
17?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not
We were never allowed to watch it when we were kids.
Then on the still on the 30th, the official 30th
Okay.
one, I watched Knives Out. Then on the 31st,
What'd you rate it, Micah? Huh?
5 stars. I said I rated it 5 stars every time. I'm not going to talk about
right.
it every time. I'm just going to say I watched it.
On the 31st, we watched one of the greatest animated movies of all time.
We were on a nice animated movie kick, my friends.
We watched B-Movie, baby.
B-Movie.
My favorite movie of 2007. I kid you not.
So, like, B-Movie.
What about it, Micah?
It's darn good. I gave it 3.5.
I don't know about darn good.
I think this movie... See,
it's really funny. It's really funny.
I think this is genuinely a good movie.
Yeah, no, it is. I give it 3 stars.
is
That's a positive
hilarious.
score. Positive score.
I like this movie much better than Onward.
It has. I don't know, Micah. Which contributed more to meme culture, Shrek or B-Movie?
You can't compare them. They both contributed so much.
It's like saying which tablet of the 10 Commandments is more important.
Exactly. They are both so wow.
It's the perfect analogy.
Yeah, the perfect analogy. They are both so engraved in meme culture.
I need to go find B-Movie on Blu-ray is basically what I'm saying.
What a good movie.
Yeah. No, it's a good time.
Jerry Seinfeld is
I need to go watch Seinfeld is basically the takeaway.
Yeah. I need to go watch it too.
The very next day, Micah?
No, that same day.
What?
For the 31st, I watched Knives Out.
Knives Out.
And then also that same... Wait.
Yeah, that's why I said the very next day.
The very same day.
The very same day. Oh, okay.
We watched Blue Like Jazz.
Blue Like Jazz.
What a movie.
Thanks to Matt for giving me the recommendation for this movie.
Yeah, actually. I gave it 2.5, but I did give it a like.
I gave it 3 stars. You know, it was fine. It was fun.
This was a quote-unquote Christian movie.
It's a movie about Christianity.
About a Christian.
About a Christian exploring his faith, Micah. So it's a Christian movie.
I think that one review summed it up pretty well.
What?
It's too Christian for non-Christians, but not Christian enough for Christians.
See, I thought it was fine.
No, just for like the majority. I think it was fine. It had a lot of... This is pretty funny, though. It probably had the most drinking and drug use I've ever seen in a movie.
Wait, really?
Which was pretty funny.
Hold on. There's got to be a more druggy movie than that you've seen.
Well, not like a druggy movie, but like they were constantly drinking and doing drugs in the movie, which I thought was funny.
Gosh, I don't know. I want to think of one though. I'm gonna find one.
That one line, I still don't know why I find it so funny, but I'm not gonna say it on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Wow. This is a family show, Micah. What?
Well, it's not bad. It's not a bad line.
It's not bad.
It doesn't have language in it or anything.
Wow. What? It doesn't have language in it.
But yeah, it was fine.
Does it have the English language in it, Mike?
It does have the English language in it.
Wow, so it does have language.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
It was fine.
Don't worry, guys. It's just allergies. I'm not dying.
It was fine.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It was fun.
There was
fun
nothing
enough.
extra. Like I said, I gave it 2.5. There was nothing extra special to it. It wasn't a bad movie. It was probably better than most Christian movies, like quality of making.
Quality of filmmaking.
Yeah, quality of filmmaking. This was probably the best Christian movie I'd seen compared to maybe like I Can Only Imagine.
Good job, Steve Taylor.
I Can Only Imagine is a pretty good movie. It's fine.
I need to lower my rating of that movie.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was great.
Yeah. So what did you watch on March 1st, Micah?
March 1st, I watched Knives Out.
Hey, me too.
Wow.
I rated it 4.5 stars.
I rated it 5 stars.
Wow. I can't believe our opinions differ so much. Man. It's kind of crazy.
I can't believe you hate cinema.
I can't believe I hate cinema. 4.5. It was a perfect movie. Give it 5. It still makes me laugh whenever I tell someone my rating of a movie, and it's like maybe like 3, and they're like, "You didn't like it?" I'm like, "That's 3 stars out of 10, or out of 5, not
3
10.
out of 10, Robbie."
No, that would be a 6 out of 10.
That would be a 1.5
6
star
out of 10.
rating.
6 out of 10, Micah.
All right. Well,
and I'm like, no, that's a positive score. Don't you see?
We may have watched.
Is it he?
We may have watched one of the best darn movies of 2004.
Probably one of the best animated movies of all time.
No. One of the best darn movies of 2004.
Wow.
Though it's not the best because Incredibles came out that year.
Oh my gosh. This is actually the Brad Bird fan cast.
The Brad Bird fan cast. Hey,
right.
I would make it.
Okay.
But then I'd be like, why the heck did you make the trash that is Incredibles 2?
Oh, did it pull your headphone out, Micah?
It pulled my headphone right out.
It didn't do anything to
I
mine.
think it made a lot of noise.
It
too.
did. I'm sorry, guys. Okay,
we watched National Treasure.
We watched National Treasure.
I've seen this movie way too many times. I found that out while watching it this time. We hadn't seen it.
We
in
hadn't
a
seen
long
it for
time.
like 3 years or something.
And
something dumb like that.
I quoted pretty much every line. Even when I was just joking, I was like joking, I'd be like, and I would just say the line, and then like they would say the line, and I was like, oh no.
So, Micah, was this movie the death of cinema, or was it the birth of cinema?
It was the birth of cinema. Are you kidding?
Okay.
This movie invented movies.
I see. I was unaware that Nick Cage was the main star in the movie that invented movies.
Well, get educated.
Get educated. Educate yourself.
Educate yourself.
All right. I consider.
I rated it 3.5.
I rated it 3.5 also. I was very close to 4, but like, eh.
Yeah, it's a good movie, but
Yeah,
it's not
good.
like a great movie.
It's a fun time, man.
No,
if you haven't seen National Treasure,
go watch it. It's one of Nick Cage's best movies.
That's for sure.
And it's one of his most goofy performances.
I don't know. I've never seen Adaptation. That could be his
true.
best.
See,
supposedly that's his most acclaimed, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe what is it, Lord of War or something? I don't know.
No, I think the other one that was relatively acclaimed was that one weird one.
Which one?
I don't remember what it's called. Hold on.
You're gonna look up Nick Cage movies, Micah?
I'm gonna look at Nick Cage movies.
Mandy's pretty highly acclaimed.
I always look at the director of this movie and think it says John Turturro.
Mandy is pretty high. Oh, Raising Arizona is highly acclaimed too. Okay, I take it back. I just need to watch more Nick Cage movies, apparently.
Okay, so technically speaking, his the average highest rated movie that he's been in
on Letterboxd,
anyway. On Letterboxd is Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but he's not a main, like, he's not the star of the movie.
Yeah,
I was saying, like, Adaptation, he's the main
Love
actor.
Anastasia.
Raising Arizona,
Adaptation. Raising Arizona.
Mandy, I've heard, is pretty good too.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, I would.
National
yeah, Lord of
Treasure
War. It is Lord of War.
National Treasure should be higher.
Wow. Mike's like, where's National Treasure? It needs to be up at the top.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
On that same day.
The very same day.
I watched Knives Out.
Wow. Okay, well, this is very interesting. Very interesting.
The next day.
The very next day, we watched...
It was your birthday.
Yay! Hip, hip, hooray!
We watched Abominable.
I'm legal now.
Yikes.
So, yeah, Abominable. 2019 release that I meant to catch, but never did.
What did you rate it?
I rated it 3 stars.
I rated it...
It was cute enough, you know?
I rated it 2.5
It was a fine movie. It was like Diet Iron Giant.
It was like not very good.
It was like not very good.
I could do a whole video essay or a whole episode of the podcast on this
I thought
movie
it was fine
about how mediocre animation movies should stop being made.
Yeah, no, it is pretty mediocre, but it was fine. It was funny. I will say.
And also for any of you Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people out there, I could not get over the fact that it's freaking Skye.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Or Daisy, depending on how far along you are.
We should review an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season on one of these episodes.
Gosh. We need
episode by episode.
We need to start doing those TV show episodes, man. I really would want to do that.
We should do season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh no.
Episode by episode.
Oh no. Anyway, later that very same day, we watched The Peanut Butter Falcon.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Which...
Another release that I meant to catch last year.
This was a first time watch.
Yeah.
I really liked this movie.
I really loved it. It was great.
I gave it 4.5, and it made it into my top 5 of 2019.
I took a chance. I didn't know. I'd heard a lot of people say it was pretty good, but I didn't know if I'd like it. And I rented it on my birthday, and I really loved it. It was good.
I would buy this.
I'm gonna try and find it on Blu-ray sometime.
Like this and Hunt for the Wilder People need to have a double.
Need to have that double feature.
I would
Yes.
buy that in a heartbeat.
PSA double feature for these two films.
Please.
Do it. I don't care. I don't care who has the rights to do it.
Yeah, please.
I'll
Wait,
make-
they're both indies, so
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
yeah, do it.
Do it.
Cowards.
Wow. Then that very same day, Micah.
No, wait, hold on. I wanna, the Peanut Butter Falcon was good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it was really good. Shia LaBeouf, my favorite Shia LaBeouf movie.
No, definitely by far my favorite Shia LaBeouf movie. I can't say I've seen too many of his movies, but I think the only thing the only other two movies I've seen him in that I can remember is I, Robot, which oof, his performance in I, Robot. And
I,
then
Robot.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which oof, his performance
Although
in Kingdom of the
I,
Crystal
Robot is pretty good
Skull. I
cinema.
really
Not gonna
like
lie.
I, Robot.
Not
I
gonna lie.
wanna watch it again.
That's actually one of my favorite Will Smith movies.
That is probably
Although
my favorite.
Men in Black is still my
yeah,
favorite.
Men in Black.
Yeah, Men in Black is my favorite of his.
But yeah, no, the relationship between the mains in Peanut Butter Falcon is just mwah,
Ma.
cinema.
So good. Wow. All right.
The very same day,
Very same day.
I watched Knives Out.
Wow. Oh my gosh. And then after that, we watched The Princess Bride, baby.
Woot woot.
Go watch it right now.
Yeah,
Go
darn
watch it.
good. 5 stars.
I don't know if it's on the Criterion channel still, but
It's in the Criterion Collection.
it is.
so-
I finally got to watch that Blu-ray. For those of you who follow my career closely, know I got this Blu-ray like a long time ago. Like a long time ago. And I still hadn't watched it until now.
But man, The Princess Bride. How could you only give it 4.5?
It's so good, man.
How could you only give
It's
it
so good.
4.5?
Well, see, I have a couple of problems with it, but
So good.
it's really great. You guys need to go watch it. It
a
invented
classic,
cinema. It
like-
invented cinema, Micah.
It's actually a classic. So.
There are just so many genius choices when it came to the writing and directing and acting
Casting
and
and-
casting. Yeah, it's a really great movie. You guys should go
Yeah.
watch it.
Uh,
My favorite love story,
Then-
Micah?
then
Question mark.
probably.
Well, no, La La Land's my favorite. Sorry. Sorry, Princess Bride.
Then later, the next day,
The very next day, we watched. Did you watch Knives Out,
yeah.
Micah? Wow.
I watched Knives Out.
Wow.
And actually, that was the last day I had to. That was 7. So
Had to, Micah? You had to watch Knives
I
Out?
did. I had to.
It was
But
a chore?
No, it wasn't a chore, but I had to watch it.
Okay.
I enjoyed it every time.
And then what, Micah? What did we do after
then
that?
we watched Onward twice.
Boring. Old news.
Ooh, we just spent like an hour talking about Onward. I don't want to talk about
The
it anymore.
Onward poster
Oh my
looks
gosh.
eerily like La La Land.
I just looked over at his phone and saw Onward in his recent activity, and then his favorites, La La Land being up at the top. I was like, what the heck did you put
The posters,
Onward on your
look the
favorite?
same. It's the same poster.
Oh my gosh, it's the same poster.
It's the same picture.
Yikes.
You have the up close thing with the backdrop sunset, purple with silvery white text on it. It literally looks like the La La Land.
Onward ripped off La La Land's poster.
Although for our YouTube viewers, I used a pretty sick alternate, not ultimate alternate poster for it.
Yikes, the put it in O for Onward line.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
Why did they call the movie Onward?
Why did they call it Onward? They honestly, there could have been a way better name for this. I guarantee it. The Half Invisible Man.
The half invisible man.
Even though actually he wasn't half invisible, he was just
Half not there.
He was just half not there. I don't know where his head's at. That was a pretty funny joke, wouldn't you say?
That was pretty funny.
Wow.
I can't believe my career has stooped to this.
Mike is like, I can't believe my podcasting career has come to this.
I can't say it, Robbie. You say it.
What is it?
You know what it is.
Do I know what it is?
I know what it is.
Oh, okay. How should I say
You gotta
it?
say it exactly
All right.
like she said it.
I am a mighty warrior. I did the bobbing motion in case you guys were wondering.
Yikes.
Wow. What a way to end.
Yikes.
What a way to end.
Now I'm gonna go rewatch the Lindsay Ellis Cats video.
Magic in every fiber, Micah.
Yikes.
What can I say?
Go rewatch the Lindsay Ellis Cats video.
How did he cast the spell if the splinter was the only thing he had to cast it?
He was using the splinter to cast the spell.
I used the stones to destroy the stone.
Exactly.
Okay. Wow, Micah, you should go right for Pixar. You just
I
explained away my one plot hole with.
I didn't think that was a plot hole at all. He used the splinter as a mini staff.
Yeah, but you have to like point it. You have to like point it at whatever you're enlarging, and then like
you just have to focus on whatever you're enlarging.
And how did it stay large? It wears off. Remember?
Dang it! I didn't think about that. He has it later in school.
Or you could say. Well, I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was.
You could say.
Why are we echoing?
I don't know. You could say that it only wears off when you do it wrong, when you mess up.
No. I don't think that's true because there was nothing said. I hate that we're echoing. There was nothing said. He was just like, but decided like the effects wear off. Like he didn't say like, oh, because you did it wrong, the effects wear off. He was just like, the effects wear off. I hate that I'm echoing in my head right now.
Does it make it harder to talk?
It does make it harder to talk.
Dude, if you put like a little bit more delay on this, it would be impossible to talk. Yeah, do you remember that?
I do remember that.
That was pretty good.
That was awful.
Okay, guys, if you have a pair of headphones and like an audio recorder...
Okay, but it doesn't work on everybody.
It works on a lot of people, though.
Most people.
Yeah. If you talk and there's like a 1 second delay on your voice...
There used to be an app that did it.
Yeah, there's a 1 second delay on your voice going into your ears. You literally can't talk. It's like
so
gibberish.
Hard.
It's
You're
so
like
good. You start off strong and then 1 second later
you're like, oh, this is gonna be easy. And then it's not.
Wow. All right, I'm turning this off.